Hey guys, we are in week 2 of White-Knuckled, and this week Chad talked about letting go. And one of the words that you hear a lot in church is the word faith. You got to have faith, right? Got to live by faith. Well, James, the half-brother of Jesus, he talks a lot about faith. And he makes a connection between not just faith. A lot of times we think faith is just believing. We think that faith is just about, mental assent. Like, I agree with that, so I have faith. But James takes it a step further. He says that faith is actually action-oriented. It's not just about agreeing mentally. And so here's what James says in James chapter 2, starting in verse 14. He says, "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith, but does not have works?" Meaning, doesn't do anything with it. Says, no, I have faith, I believe in that, but doesn't do anything with that faith. Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, "Go in peace, be warm, and be filled," without giving them the things they need for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. So the example he gives, he says, just giving kind words and just kind of giving lip service to somebody, going, hey, be okay, be fine, you're all right, as opposed to actually helping that person. He says, do you see the difference between those two things? It's one thing to just say it. It's another thing to live it out in action. And then he goes on and he says, but someone will say, you have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. You believe that God is one. You do well. And then he says this, even the demons believe and shudder. So he says if faith is just believing in something, he says, well then, even demonic forces have faith because they believe in God. They believe that God is real. But what they do is something totally different, hopefully, than what we do. And so he says, no, if you just say that, I believe in God, is that really true faith? Or is that just mental assent? I agree with that. He says, no, faith is action-oriented. Faith has an object and it has an action, and we do something with it. Right now, I have faith in this chair. I have faith that this chair is going to hold me up. So when I sit down, I'm believing that this chair, I didn't even have to think much about it, but I sat in the chair because I have total faith that it's going to hold me up. And so do you really have faith in God? Are you able to let go and to trust God? Because to do that, it's not just mental assent. It's not just thinking, okay, I trust God, but there is actually action involved in letting go. And so the question is, what's one step of faith that you've had to put forth some kind of action when it comes to faith in God? What's one step of faith that you've taken that demonstrates not just mental assent, not just, I say I believe in God, but I've actually taken a step. Right now, you're in a group. So you've taken at least a step to be in a group. So that would be maybe a step for you of, I'm trusting God, and so I'm making myself available to hearing from others in this group and talking about the Bible, and that could be your step of faith. But what's one step of faith, and don't just use that one. Like, I know we all could use that one. But what's one step of faith that you've had to actually take some action behind your faith? So go around as a group, talk about one thing, and if it is that you're here in a group, that's okay. But maybe think of some other things. What's one thing that you've had to do, a step of faith, to put action to what you believe? Enjoy the conversation.